things are resolved, maybe it's madness. I'm begging you, please pick up the call. You're causing me damage. I should've known, wasn't your fault. Don't even matter. I wasn't thinking clear, trying to take it there. Scared to lose it all. I won't stand a chance, and I don't wanna fake it. What if I can't walk away? You got me standing in the rain, hoping I don't make the same mistake. Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Shenandoah University Esports. We've got a good one for you here tonight. SU Academy Overwatch goes up against Akron Club Gold. NECC firmly under our belts. We've been busy all week planning, and it is done. We are through. We've had an amazing event, an amazing week here at Shenandoah University, and I just can't wait to get it all started. My name is Ben Kincaid. I am joined by Kyle Dexter. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Ben. It's a pleasure to be here and to be, it's a great pleasure to have all these nice NACAD people over, have them stay over just for a little bit of give them a taste of how we do things in our program in person.
Yeah, it's been a phenomenal week, right? I mean, we had the social last night. A lot of the admin got together, got to know each other a little bit more, and then NACAD here today, an all-day event full of networking and fun stuff back and forth with all of our regional esports leaders here in the DMV area, East Coast kind of range here. It's been a wonderful day, frankly.
Yeah, and now that most people involved in the event had the opportunity to go sit down, relax a little bit, but unfortunately we're not done just yet for aside for our Overwatch team Academy. They still have a little bit of work to do before they can go home tonight. We have our match tonight, and a little bit of a chaotic day on both ends.
Yeah, I mean, we've been bouncing all over the place. We've been volunteering all day long, but let's take a little look back at what the week looked like here at Shenandoah Esports. We started off on a Monday with an unfortunate loss, Rocket League dropping to Eastern Tennessee, a very strong team, 3-1. And then look at this, 2 wins right after Academy Street Fighter, 6-2-1 victory there for Whack. And then we had Varsity Super Smash Bros, a nice 2-0 for the varsity squad, which you are a member of. Our Pac-Man player doing a wonderful job here for SU Esports. Tuesday, we split a 3-0 loss for our Academy Overwatch team, and then Varsity Smash Bros. Yet again, why not? Another one for the squad. Wednesday, a nice 1-1 split here for Tech and Mossman, doing a great job there. And then Thursday, unfortunately, a reschedule here against Old Dominion, trying to figure out what that one is going to look like here in the future. And then Academy Super Smash Bros. Coming through. Excuse me, that was a forfeit, my mistake. And then we have Academy Super Smash Bros. 2-0, looking very, very strong, up-and-coming players for the future of SU Super Smash. And then Varsity Rocket League, again, a bounce back after that loss earlier in the week, a 3-1. And now we come to today, Friday, Academy Overwatch 2 against Akron Club.
Right, and so far in our Academy Overwatch team's, career span for this season, they would have an unfortunate loss for their NACE match earlier this week on Tuesdays. And I feel like for their Friday matches for NECC, I feel like this is a really good opportunity for them to bounce back from their previous losses, just like we saw from their week 1, where they got another 3-0 victory over their week 1 opponent after suffering a loss from their week 1 opponents in NACE. Now, the question is, what are we going to see? Because I know there's been a lot of swaps going on. We do have sub filling in for one of our players tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes, but let's not hear from just us, right? We have Nando, our competition coordinator, standing by with Kevin. Guys, take it away.
Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to a quick interview with Coach Nando. Now, Nando, it has been an incredibly long and beautiful day here at Shenandoah University, but it ends in a way that we can all relate to, something we all love, competition. How are you feeling going into this match?
Yeah, I'm feeling great, but I think it's really about how the team is feeling. I know a lot of the teammates were actually working our event today, so it's good to see them here in good energy. They were able to take a break beforehand, so having them here and ready to go is nice to see.
Great stuff. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this team. This semester, we saw a pretty big shakeup to the roster, just in general, sort of a rebuild as a lot of students are graduating. Tell me, how is the team starting to gel together during these first couple of weeks?
Really great, actually. A lot of them were part of the team already, so them being able to already take that existing chemistry, transfer it to the new players, and keep building on that, it's really helping a lot with the current situations.
Awesome, awesome. I want to talk a little bit about the last match we saw with these players. We did see Shenandoah go down 0-3, but each individual round was down to the last couple of seconds, points getting real close. Tell me, what sort of aspects are you trying to bring in to this game to try and walk out on top?
Yeah, so last game we had 2 players debuting. Our full support line was debuting, but with our current structure, how we're looking at how fundamentals are built and how that really supports the team, the name of the game last week or earlier this week was we were 99% there. Even with 2 debuting players, have never played on a competitive team, have never played Overwatch competitively, we were 99% there. Today we have returning for his second game, Ethan Hanks. And then we also have Abby back as our main support. So it's really nice to see that even with two brand new players to competition, we were able to get that close. We're able to do what we did last game, and hopefully this game we close it out.
Beautiful stuff here from Coach Nando. Thank you so much for staying with us for this interview. We're going to pass it back over to Kip and Ben. So guys, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you, Nando, for that insight of our Overwatch team. 99% of the way there. Will today be that 1%, that full 100% for this Academy team? I guess we're just going to have to wait and see, but it sounds promising thus far.
Right, and this week we have been facing a bit of a unique challenge within the team. How Jay Rudy's been out of the state of town for the last week or so. Because of that, we're going to start filling in for roles that we were just starting to get comfortable with.
Yeah, we'll be seeing some new kind of strategies come through with this team. But first, let's take a look at where these teams have been in the past. Last season coming up, both teams not having a great showing last season, last semester. Akron going 0-7, unfortunately 0-21 on that map count as well. SU on the other side 2-4, 6-14 on that game record. Both of those wins being full 3-0 sweeps in favor of the Hornets. Let's see if they can keep that going. But let's take a quick peek at what this season looks like, Kyle.
Right, and like we saw before, Shenandoah currently up 1-0 in their season. As last week, I believe they got a bye in their NECC pool, which is why we have not kind of broadcast for that yet. But as far as Akron, currently they are still 0-2 during this season so far. But both teams still have a way to bring it back, still have a way to either continue their undefeated streak or a way to redeem themselves, trying to gain some momentum in their season. And we see Shenandoah 100% series win and game win percentage this season. So they're looking pretty hot right now. And with these unique challenges brought to them, we're going to have to see if they can maintain this momentum.
Yeah, I mean, SU has been looking good. You mentioned they're coming off of this bye week. So the standings might look a little wonky when we look at these groups here, right? We see 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, and then everyone else has played 2 games. We're assuming these 3 teams, there was either possibly a reschedule in there or just 3 teams with a bye. But nonetheless, SU standing atop the group alongside Thomas More and Marietta. So we'll have to see who remains on top, right? Will SU solidify themselves with a 2-0 start to the season coming through to week 3? We will just have to wait and see as we see the players locked in, ready to go. Rain Dreamer up front. Take a little pan over to the cameras. A little smile and a wave. Why not? Yeah, Flames getting in on the action too. The camera is there. But yeah, I mean, they are a fun bunch of people paying it up to Clabiella. We have Sin, Ethan on that sub role coming through the support here for this Overwatch team. So yeah, very excited. A few waves. Yes, let's have some energy, have some fun here in SU Esports.
Right, and you see the vibes, a little peculiar this week because, like I said before, we're facing these unique challenges. Ethan having to sub for a role that they are not usually comforted to. I do believe Ethan Sin is mainly a tank player. Very well into those more brawly heroes / like dive like Hazard and Malga. But also can be flexible other roles as well. I have seen their DPS. They're pretty solid on that Sojourn, but tonight we will be seeing them on that support. And I do believe from what we have heard from both Sin and Clabiella, it's going to be just a lot of Juno from Sin. It's going to be a lot of Juno and Clabiella with a mix of like Kiriko and Ana.
Yeah, and don't forget the Brig is kind of tossed in the mix there as well for Clabiella Ethan there. I mean, this is a big moment for him, right? He tried out for the team for any position, right? Very strong in all roles. Tank, DPS, and support, thrives in all of them. But like you mentioned, he is very familiar in that tank role with the Malga, with the Hazard. Like you said, those very brawl comp dive characters. So we'll have to see how he pans out in this support role, but very confident going in. The team is very confident in Sin's ability here today, and let's see if he can prove it in some of these matches.
Right, and I do want to think about what kind of matchup we're running into for this first series. I do believe is control point for map 1 in this series for NECC, and we haven't seen a lot of Lijiang Tower. Like I mentioned in our last broadcast for NECC Week 1, we have seen a lot of Lijiang Tower.
Yeah.
While considered to be probably one of the better maps in the game, a lot of teams like to just either gentlemen or the bans just happen to end up on that map. But we just have to see if that will be the case for this series in particular.
Yeah, Lijiang Tower is kind of the tried and true bread and butter of pretty much every single collegiate team in America, right? That is just what we go to on default. It's good. It's just a good map. I mean, it looks beautiful, mind you, as
Very
well.
pretty.
It's a fun map to play on, and it complements a lot of different comps, right? A lot of different playstyles can be put onto a map like Lijiang Tower. So we'll have to see what SU comes out with here. In the past, we've seen Rain Dreamer, our tank, on that Orisa. The Ramatra as well sometimes makes an appearance, knowing that that is her favorite hero in the game. We'll have to see if that one comes out. But Orisa is kind of that tried and true tank right now. That brawl style that a lot of teams come out with is with that Orisa or the Hazard or the Malga. Stuff like that is kind of what comes through in the meta. Flames is just a Reaper demon, right? I mean, Flames has very consistently found flank angles with the Death Blossom, able to capitalize on missed positions as well by the enemy team. And then Tiny Shiny will be either piloting the Tracer or the Venture. Clabiella on the Ana, Brig, Kiri, and then Sin is kind of just filling in whatever Clabiella does not want to play.
Right, and we just got word that uncharacteristically, this map 1 is going to be on Samoa.
Yeah.
This is something I've hardly ever seen before in a competitive setting like this, where instead of going Lijiang Tower, you go something different like Samoa. And so I wanted to bring up, I did want to clarify, I do believe for NECC, we are not using perks for this week of season for competition.
Yes.
I do believe they resume next week, but I do know for sure this week they're currently disabled. And I believe that's probably the best way to go about it, because they're still very new. They're still like they're very impactful for the game. I mean, sometimes depending on what hero you pick, it could be very like impactful on how like they play. Like we saw in the spotlight, Pharah has that loop that turns into more of like a mini grab where it pulls them in instead of spreads them out.
Right.
And we also make we see return of Bastion's tank form, you know, but yeah, like the point is they're very impactful towards the game, and be too early to bring them into competition as of right now in the collegiate scene. And I think that's a great way to just pause it for now, and while we take this week to experiment with what perks might be good for what specific comps, we're just gonna have them disabled for this week.
Yeah, and that makes complete sense, right? I mean, it's new for us casters, but the players, they're learning all this stuff at the same time that we're trying to learn it as well. So yeah, this first week off, no perks, nothing to worry about. The same old Overwatch, nothing too crazy happening in this one in terms of game changes, right? Next week will, I believe, have those perks activated, so hopefully teams kind of wrap their head around, like, I don't know, there's like 100 something? I don't know how many perks there are. There's a lot.
Each character gets 4.
Each character gets 4 perks, so there's a lot in the game to learn and different combinations that you can use, and possibly could shift a lot of how these characters and heroes work with each other as well, right? Because one ability might work beautifully in tandem with another hero's ability that usually those heroes would not get matched up together at all in some of these team comps. Sometimes they work counterintuitive, right? So we'll have to see how that pans out next week. But this week, we're all good. We're all set, ready to jump into some control on Samoa here once the teams are ready to go.
Right, and I'm going to be honest with you, Ben. I do not have as much experience with this map compared to something like Lijiang.
Right.
We're just so used to seeing it so often. Such a very common map. Samoa, one of those maps where you don't really get to see that often, but I can still see a case for it being similar to Lijiang, where it can kind of support a different variety of comps.
Yeah.
Like we saw in that first point there, and that kind of like I guess a bit of an elevation towards like a lower part of the map kind of favors like those brawl comps, but there's also like that little circle around that like tower that can also support some brawl and or dive compositions. We'll just have to see what plays out here, as we already know what Shenandoah is all about. We love that rush. We love just going in and just having a very oppressive front line with that Reaper and that Orisa and or Ramatra. And for something like this, we're not sure what Akron's going to send towards Shenandoah's way. We don't know what this team has in their pockets.
Yeah, I mean, we'd expect something similar, as the meta is really kind of in this brawl style, but something about Samoa going through these fly-throughs, there's a lot of angles for a Tracer to get into that backline, get some poke damage, and really just get the attention of those backline healers, whether that be a Juno. We saw it 2 weeks ago, right? Shiny was all over the backline on Lijiang Tower, and they couldn't heal anyone because they couldn't keep themselves alive. Tiny Shiny wreaking havoc in that backline, something that she is very good at doing, specifically on that Tracer pick, which is by far her most played hero in the game.
Right, Tiny Shiny so proficient in that Tracer, knows exactly how she is meant to be played, kind of just meant to be a big thorn in the side of that backline. She has the potential to just kill any opponent, I guess any squishy opponent, with a single like full clip plus like a melee. She's capable of doing some crazy like high speed burst damage while also having the speed to get out when she's in any trouble.
Yeah, I get out of jail free card with the recall, right? You get in, do a whole lot of damage, see her in single digits, and whoop, see ya later. Gone, right? You cannot catch that Tracer. A very, very slippery character. But I also want to point out some other members on this roster. Rain Dreamer on this Orisa has gotten high praise from the coach in Nando, right? Saying you have the right calls a lot, pretty much 90% of the time. You just got to be confident. You just got to go in, be confident, and your team will follow you. So that confidence has been building slowly for Rain Dreamer on that tank position, making a lot of these calls and targeting a lot of these characters and heroes on the enemy team. And when they all start to click, this SU roster is super, super dangerous, specifically with the tandem of Flames and Rain Dreamer.
Right, and that's what I wanted to bring up, the confidence that you mentioned before. When you're playing with a role like tank, especially in a game like Overwatch 2, when there is currently only one tank allowed in this 5v5 format, you have to have the confidence to make that space with the tank hero you selected, as you are the only one who is capable of doing such a thing with just the oppressive health pool and like the abilities that you have to either sustain yourself or disrupt the enemy lines. And to kind of have that duo position with Flames, as you know, Flames, the Reaper guy, also has a little bit of an Ashe in the bag. That's if he really needs it. But 90% of the time, we will be seeing that Reaper, and I don't see why not, right? Just such a very proficient character in the way he like functions, right? Flames so good at just being a thorn in their side, kind of like how Tiny Shiny is with Tracer, but in like a different way, as he's just much more frontline. He has a lot more sustain with his lifesteal passive, and he also has sustain with his fade as well.
Yeah, I mean, Reaper is one of those characters that kind of has a little bit of a get out of jail free card with the fade. That Reaper has one of his abilities just going pretty much invulnerable, but you can still kind of see where he goes, whereas Tracer just kind of disappears and gets yanked out of there as fast as possible. So we'll have to see how Flames does, but we've seen many, many a time that this Reaper Death Blossom finds its mark a lot of the time, and a lot of it is paired with the Terror Surge from Rain Dreamer on this Orisa. Pulls them all together right into a beautiful flower planted by Reaper, right? So we'll just have to see how that goes, because that tandem in that front line of this team works very, very well together.
Right, and that's the beauty of ult combos, right? Like you said before, Death Blossom is just a massive circle around Reaper, essentially, where he will die if you go in here, right? So naturally you want to step away from Reaper. You see he's about to Wraith form in, you're like, okay, he might be about to raise, might be worthy of me to back up. So what if the Orisa was right there next to him and she pulled you in with your Terror Surge, nowhere else to go? You have to take the damage from the Terror Surge and the Death Blossom.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this works. We did just get word we're running into some technical problems, so we will be going to a quick break. Do not go anywhere, and we will be right back.
Shenandoah University is a big little university rising.
With 22 Division III sports teams, over 200 areas of study,
over 300 annual performances, an elite academic esports program,
Nationally ranked health professions programs, one of the biggest university presences on Broadway,
immersive AR and VR learning programs,
cybersecurity and computer science programs, and innovative undergrad and graduate programs.
all at a place that cares for you.
Shenandoah University is the big little university rising. Find out more at su.edu/rising.
We have the Esports Arena right here on campus in Winchester, Virginia, and this facility acts as the hub for all esports activity at Shenandoah University. Students are able to use this space not just for competition and practices, but also as a living learning community and a sandbox for them to come and explore and practice and try out things related to and through esports in the gaming industry so that they're getting that hands-on learning and the skills necessary to help them find a career by the time they graduate. We also have the professional level broadcast production booth where we do all of our broadcasting and production, from casting of our games that we play right here on campus to working with outside entities to record footage for them as well. In addition to the space that we have here in the Esports Arena is the Esports War Room. Our students get to use that space for studying, but also outside projects. So our students get to use this space for professional development and the academic side of our esports program, which is such a critical component to go with that competitive element that we have. So we combine all of our facilities at Shenandoah University with competition, community, and career preparation. We have over 250 days of programming, and there's something for everybody, and we want you to be part of it.
understand it. This wasn't the plan. Don't wanna demand it. I've done what I can. And I never mentioned the times you were rude. And I never mentioned when you hid the truth. Scared to lose it all. I won't stand a chance. And I don't wanna fake it. What if I can't walk away? Got me saying away. Hoping I don't make the same mistake. Same mistake. Hoping I don't make the same mistake. I don't like to leave things unresolved. Maybe it's madness. I'm begging you, please pick up the call. You're causing me damage. I should've known wasn't your fault. Don't even matter. I wasn't thinking clear, trying to take it there. Scared to lose it all. I won't stand a chance. And I don't wanna fake it. What if I can't walk away? You got me standing in the rain. Hoping I don't make the same mistake. Same mistake. Hoping I don't make the same mistake. I'm just standing in the rain, hoping I don't make the same mistake. Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far.
Well, hello, everybody. This might be a little familiar if you watched our Wednesday broadcast. We're going to have some fun here in the Esports Arena. We're going to have some impromptu interviews. So first things first, let's try to find someone in the arena. Well, we had our NECC people here with us today, so let's go with you here. What is... Oh, he's running. He's running. Get him. All right. We're going to slide in here. Okay. All right. What's your name, and how are you doing today?
My name is Connor Alney, and I'm doing fantastic. Thank you.
Doing fantastic? No, that's a great thing to hear. How was your entire day here? We had NECC here at SU. I mean, you're in charge of a lot of it. So how was it? I mean, did it go as planned?
I think it went better than planned. I think we had an amazing day. We had a ton of people from the region come out, a bunch of esports coaches, high school and college, come, mix, learn. Couldn't have asked for a better day. So it was awesome.
That is fantastic. Let's slide on down the line here. All right. How are you doing today? First things first. Oh, of course, you can shake my hand, of course. Now, what is your name and how was your day?
It was excellent. My name is Brian Rezek from Pro Level Professional Gameware. and I'm sitting next to my bud Connor here, and we had an excellent day. Great time here. You guys got a pretty cool arena and place to call home. So.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that. Was the day a success in your eyes? Was this like the bread and butter of what everything should be?
The bread and butter and a lot more, man. A lot more. A little ramen too. Little ramen in it, and it was just a really good day. Savory, beautiful day. And it's not over. It's not over.
It's not over one bit. All right, let's go over. Oh, he closed it. We'll see what happens. Let's make a wander. Oh, is there an update? One more question. Come over here. Willie, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How are you guys?
I'm doing great. Is the Minecraft grind going well?
I'd say it is. I'd say it's going. I've been having a great time.
Well, that's good. We got some mods in there, too. There's, like, mirrors and stuff. I don't know what he's doing. Some kind of witchcraft. I'm not entirely sure. Some enchantment books as well. Love to see it. I think that's all we have here for this little interview segment. So we're just going to toss it back to a break. Maybe I'm going to be running back to the desk. Who really knows? We'll find out. So goodbye. Oh, hey, I didn't see you guys there. Sorry about that. We were getting our jam on here during the break. We're good to go, folks. We're going to play the game here tonight against Akron Club Gold. It's going to be on Samoa for our first control map. We'll be hopping in. We'll get a little serious in some time here. But, Kyle, how are you doing after that break?
Feeling great. I saw you were having a great time as well. Not only just the interview, but I believe during that break you were breaking it down on the dance floor there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You probably saw on the arena cam. I think we clipped it as well. So that'll be something in my future that I'll have to look back on and be like, wow, that happened, didn't it? But yeah, it's going to be great, right? We've gone through the roster for the SU side. We had some technical difficulties with getting things linked, I guess, in certain websites or NECC links and stuff like that, but we're all good to go. We have everyone in, everyone ready to go. The match will be played here tonight, so very excited to get that underway as soon as possible.
All right, now jumping into things, starting to get more serious now. Now, I wanted to bring up before what kind of comms we expect to see. Obviously, we know exactly what to expect for Shenandoah. We're going to see that Reaper, that Orisa, the Tracer / Venture, as well as the Juno coming from Sin, and Ana plus Kiriko, maybe Brig, but speaking with Clive, she said might not be that likely that the Brig comes out, but if it needs to be there, it's there. But as far as from Akron, we don't know what to expect. Is it going to be another brawl come, as those have been very popular recently, has been part of the meta that we know so well. Maybe a little bit of die that we do see every now and then. and maybe the uncommon poke.
Yeah, I mean, the poke comps do come through every now and then. Definitely rare in today's meta with the survivability that a lot of these players and characters, rather, heroes, do have in this game of Overwatch 2. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm very fascinated to see where Sin kind of lands in this roster, right? Because we know Claviella is a very strong flex support, right? Plays a lot of Ana, very good on the Kiriko, plays Brig from time to time if necessary. And, well, Sin plays just about anything, right? Whatever is needed from this player, they are doing a great job and will do a great job at filling in for this SU roster. I'd expect it to be something along the lines of a Juno, and possibly it's just going to be Juno duty all night here for Sin going up into this first to 3 series here that we have for NECC week number 3. SU trying to stay undefeated, moving on up to a 2-0 record after last week's bye here in NECC. We'll see if they can do it here or if Akron Club Gold can have a little magic and get their first win of the season.
Right, this match in particular means a lot for both teams. Shenandoah, they want to continue their winning streak from that week 1. They did have a bye last week, but they want to keep that winning streak going, see how far they can go. But if you're on the side of Akron, you want to gain some momentum back. But we are just getting word now. We are officially starting the match after,
hooray!
Hooray! After a long wait of technical difficulties. We deeply apologize about that. But like I said before, Map 1 is going to be on the Samoa map we do not get to see very often compared to the oh-so-popular Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, this is kind of similar, at least in this little point here with that kind of pillar, very similar to Control Center on Lijiang Tower, the first point that or I guess the second point? Second?
I think
first.
It's random.
I think it is random. I think you're right. It's one of the points on Lijiang Tower, but it's very similar as we load in to map number 1, game number 1. This is kind of what we were thinking on the SU side, right? We have Flames on the Reaper. Tiny Shiny, has the Ramatra up and available, but will be swapped. It's just kind of a teleporter just to get some momentum out of that initial spawn. Claviella on the Ana, Sin with the Juno, and Rain Dreamer on this Orisa.
Right, I do love the idea of teleporting with the symmetric teleporter, as you can instantly swap back and into the truck. A little bit of a misstep, but still getting a little bit of the advantage with the speed rain as well as the teleporter. Tiny Shiny into swapping back to that Tracer, already there on the scene, and we are getting to a little bit of poking action while we wait for a very dastardly purple.
Yeah, I mean, that was close. That purple hitting 3 members. The Reaper on Akron almost going down, but now we see Tiny Shiny already getting this poke into the backside, being the pest that she always is on this Tracer. On Akiri as well, almost gets the kill. Will finally drop Sunwolf going down as well. It's going to be a 2-for-1 trade. Flames, Ranger are getting dangerously low. The Orisa will fall. Flames, Paracasual able to get that one up and off the board. The kills coming through for Akron, but the sustain coming through for SU. Sin keeping everyone else alive.
Right, we did get a little bit of momentum coming from Shenandoah as Tiny Shine was able to take out one of the supports, getting dinked by Sunwolf. But we see Shenandoah slowly lose momentum as it all started with Ranger going down to Senya, the Jumper Queen, who is a character I'm personally a massive fan of. Jumper Queen, one of those very fun, very high-octane characters, just loves to go in, pull people in with those knives, and apply that lifesteal with the bleed.
Yeah, Senya going in on this Junker Queen, taking down to the front line tandem of Ranger and Flames does go down. Means the first cap of this point will go over to Akron. Sunwolf, has that ult up and available. Many members on the side of Akron about to have theirs up and available. Tiny Shiny does have the Pulse Bomb. Claviella with the Nano as well. If they can find the angle, specifically if Tiny Shiny can find the angle onto this backline, that could spell disaster for Akron.
Right, and Tiny Shiny, we've seen many clutch Pulse on skin shot here, 2 getting purple, as well as the Carnage getting popped. Claviella going down to Senya, as well as Ranger from Paris Casual, but not without being taken down by Flames.
I mean, a scrappy fight coming through from Akron. The war cry coming through as well from Senya does so much work. Ults were used. A swap coming through. Clabiella onto the Kiriko. The Nano not used in that fight, but now 3 ultimates up and available. Flames, the Death Blossom up and available. Sin does have that Orbital Ray, and then Rangehammer has the Terror Surge up and available as well. But on the side of Akron, you have the High Noon, you have the Kiriko of your own, and you have the Nano up and available. Let's see what they can get done. The Javelin will connect. Chuppy is gone. The Ana off the board. No need to worry about the Nano. Kiriko's popped. The High Noon popped as well. Will find one. Sin will fall. Senya putting the team on their back after what was a great start for SU. They crumble at the feet of Akron.
Wow, just such a great start from Akron. Getting a little bit of momentum back from what looked like a losing fight, that first fight of this round 1. But currently they're almost about to cap, but Tiny Shiny on the Tracer loves to get that touch. Very proficient getting in and getting out, just keeping the overtime timer going down. Make sure it does not hit the end of that. Oh, here we go. Here we get that massive duo combination we were talking about in week 1 before. Flames and Ranger getting the pull with the Terror Surge and Death Blossom combo.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we wanted to see from that front line combo. Flames as well. Para Casual trying to run away. The Javelin up and available will just barely go wide, but Flames able to chase down the counterpart. Goes in for the kill. Now 2 ults up and available for Akron here. 0 on the side of SU. It's going to be a tough fight to win here, and they need to hold on to it as Akron is already at 99% here on this first point.
Right, and Shenandoah is showing some signs of life after what looked like a rough start in this map 1. Claviella, despite not using the Nano, went on. I do like this switch to Kiriko as she's able to cleanse the incoming, purples from Chubby on that Ana, as well as the potential purples from that Carnage.
Yeah, now we see the advance getting pushed through the ult, coming through from Senya, finding multiple members, but no one dead just yet. Sin barely staying alive. High Noon is popped. The Orisa is tired, sleeping in front of Akron, but unable to find any kills. Now overtime. The cap was transitioned. Para Casual with an ult in the back line finds Clabiella. Chuppy finding Flames as well, but still contested coming through. Tiny Shiny Rangehammer still alive. Sin doing a great job at trying to heal them up. Tiny Shiny in the backside as well, but Rangehammer will go down. Sunwolf finding Sin as well means this one is done and dusted unless Flames can get to that point. No, he cannot. 100% on the percentage. Akron take the first cap.
Right, and what a great start for Akron this is, right? Currently 0-1 in the season, having a little bit of a rough semester so far, but maybe this is some form of signs of life with them, right? Showing some dominance with that Junker Queen as well as that Reaper combo to really just take advantage of just picking your targets correctly to take that first round.
Yeah, I mean, JQ Senya on that hero has been looking unbelievable, right? Practically unkillable in that first control point here, looking very, very strong as now we hop into this second point of Samoa. A little bit of a switch up here as well on the Akron side. Sunwolf off of that McCree and now on to the Sojourn.
Right, and we do see some swaps coming from Shenandoah as well. Tiny Shiny swapping from Tracer to Genji. I do like this interesting switch from Tiny Shiny. Still trying to get, trying to be like, throw on the side, right? Try to really bully the backlines like that, especially that Ana, right? You want to use that deflect to maybe catch some, let's say, desperate sweep darts or grenades to keep Chubby alive, and I believe that is the aim that Tiny Shiny is trying to go for, as she does get that Swift Strike kill from Dodat.
Yeah, able to get one, but Tiny Shiny will fall. Senya able to find that one. Para Casual on the Reaper on the side of Akron, going dangerously low, will finally fall. Flames, Rangehammer as well, finding the Sojourn. This is a great fight and a great start to this second point here for SU. The first cap did go over to Akron, but able to get that one back as Sunwolf switches back from the Sojourn back onto that Cassidy.
Right, and I did like the idea of swapping to that Sojourn, even though Sunwolf did a great job on that Cassie, that round 1 of this map one, getting a lot of picks, especially on that Tracer from Tiny Shiny. Even though like Tracer's really good at just diving these DPSs in just these backline characters, Cassie is one of those characters that can just take advantage of these dastardly headshots as Paracasual gets 2 without Tiny Shiny getting 2 kills on the side of Shenandoah, but Akron will take that point back.
Yeah, a great fight coming through from Tiny Shiny. They're able to find both backline members, but on the side of Akron, they just abandoned the backline, went full force forwards, and was able to wipe the rest of the team till Tiny Shiny was the last one left standing. The cap now transitioned over to Akron, about 31% and ticking to the 34 and standing still of SU. Paracasual able to escape from that one with the fade, but will go down. Ranger able to find that one. The Javelin as well on to the Cassie. Won't find the kill. High Noon up and available, but Flames able to find one. The High Noon will be stopped. The Javelin is absolutely beautiful. Fun Rain Dreamer finding 2 towards the back end of that fight.
Right, stunning gameplay from Rain Dreamer there, catching that High Noon with that Javelin throw, noticing that it was a little bit desperate coming from Sunwolf, trying to get 1 or 2 picks before going down, trying to swing some momentum back towards their favor, try to kind of keep that momentum going, keep their lead going, but they were going to see that. No! Oh my goodness, the purple stuffing that ult combo from both Rain Dreamer and Flames, and oh no, the momentum just going downhill then, but maybe not as Senya goes down without any heals making her way, as she was unable to break the line of sight from the Kiriko or Ana. But the triple on that Death Blossom from Paracasual, as they were able to get healed while during the ult, unable to stuff it.
Yeah, I mean, that was a huge ultimate, a huge angle brought through from Paracasual, right? Finding 3 with the Death Blossom on the backside. Cassidy rolling out of the way, getting dangerous to the low, getting very aggressive into the front spawn area of Shenandoah, but now a regroup. 66% and counting to the 77 on the side of SU. A very, very close point number 2, but look at these ultimates. Sin has the orbital ray, but nothing else is close, whereas the Nano and the Kiriko rush, or the Katsune rush, excuse me, is up and available. Orbital ray goes down. They have to come up huge with that one. Rain Dreamer is already purple and already dead. Now, no tank for SU. They have to try to find the angles. Flames finds one, won't be able to find anything else. Shenandoah going down. Sin will follow Akron. Only Sunwolf will fall, will respawn. And now, does anyone get close enough to touch? No. Map number 1 will go Akron's way.
Right, and what a great showing from Akron so far, as you know,